already took a game. Well, the previous iteration that we had Maister on stream, he actually beat Ye. He beat Ye,
Oh, wow.
one of the Caribbean promises as well here within Smash Factor. And it's known that Ye has not missed a single top 8 while he's been here in Smash Factor. So fun fact about that. And we're going to see Rox as well won against against Sonics, and he won it in a very, very dominant fashion, almost just testing his stamina completely. But enough of them rocking the Jalea tag, representing his girlfriend, and we're going straight into this game, Maister against the Prince of the North, Rox.
Especially, also I love the tag from Rox, and I love also representing Zelda, that Ocarina of Time that you can play on Nintendo Switch online. But now Maister going with the loops on the Nair, a lot of pressure for him, and we already see, oh wow, that's really smart from this matchup. That explosion is a special thing that Maister can absorb with the bucket. Really good idea for him. Now we're gonna go watch again Town and City from the Animal Crossing universe. Yeah, we already have 2 bars from that bucket, from that up B. What a crazy good idea for Maister to be doing here.
And you see, that's the thing. These type of matchups are the ones that you don't see a lot of Sheiks, and it's sometimes very, very strange to see Mr. Game & Watch sometimes, right? Especially within high level play. Ooh, catching that jump right there with the up air, and you see those little interactions should make a difference between a more so of a mid-level player, low mid-level player, to a top player level. Sometimes even high level player. Oh,
look at the range!
Get outranged!
Yeah, what a big punish for Maister, but now Rox with the conversion with the bouncing fish, that's gonna be it, making it even again. Really tight now here on the top 16 on the winner's side, but now the reflection on the needles are projected, but a physical one. He can absorb it, but he can reflect it. But now with a lot of juggles, Sheik, one of the fastest characters, like Pikachu we saw earlier, a lot of combos, a lot of momentum. Maister getting a lot of trouble getting back on stage, and Rox playing really good now.
I really like the fact that both of these players, are neck and neck in this occasion. And once again, this matchup being somewhat obscure in a way, up to a certain point, right? I would like to say that, Maister has obviously had a lot of experience, fighting other Sheiks within other places of the world, especially like Void, right? Within the United States, that he's been traveling frequently, or he was traveling frequently at a point. So specifically what we're seeing here, I really like that Rox is actually, capitalizing off of it, because Rox also has a Mr. Game & Watch within Monterrey, which is Tanfor. Shout out to Tanfor. But it doesn't really compare. You can't really compare, like your local Mr. Game & Watch to, Maister Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, especially one of the best players in the world. Also, Maister making a name from himself, traveling all over the place. But now we have that bucket field, one of the strongest attacks in the game. Also have an amazing range and an extremely fast startup. So we gotta be careful. Maister with the catch, and now we're careful because he can't kill at 0%. That's how strong that bucket of oil is. And now Maister trying to get, because with a jab, with a grab, he can combo it to it. So it's gonna be super careful for Rox. Also, the bucket doesn't end if you end the stock. That's gonna be the end of the second stock, but the bucket's still there. So we're still on the verge of extinction for Rox.
And you see, like, the thing is, one mistake. One mistake. All you have to do is just touch his shield once. Maybe if Maister messes up twice, but he doesn't mess these up at all. And, using that up tilt right there to catch the downer right there, the key that not a lot of people can contest, and he actually is able to do that in combo off of it. So great stuff right there by Rox. And there we go. That's exactly what we were mentioning, guys. All he needed was one opportunity. He got the 1-hit affair, 2-hit affair, and he noticed that explosion. Cool guys don't look at explosion. And guess what? It's time for you to panic with this oil. Let's go.
Yeah, that's gonna be so harsh, and that's one of the weirdest interactions. Like we said, not a very common match. Like we saw, like Sheik being again on this kind of level and on this amazing kind of level. But yeah, the grenade, even the recovery from her, it's gonna fill that bucket. So that's gonna be really interesting for Rox to play around it, because Maister, like we said, he doesn't forgive you. He also loves to see the no mercy tag. So yeah, he doesn't forgive you if you make a mistake, if you give him that bucket. And now we're gonna see again small battlefield. In my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, stage right now. But now we're gonna see Game & Watch against Sheik yet again. But now Maister with a lot of momentum from that first game. You also love to see yourself getting that first game. Makes you a lot of pressure also for your opponent. Rocks with a good mobility there, going back to the stage. Now Maister with a little bit of trouble getting back to the stage. Rocks protecting really good, and the use of up tilt, like we said, being really good, really on point for him to catch a lot of Maister things.
Yes, and I see exactly right here, but even though sometimes Rocks gets like 1 or 2 conversions, it's simply Sheik's damage output that doesn't really do her much favor, right? It doesn't do her much favor at all. You know, getting those straight interactions, sometimes you get 4 or 5 hits, and what's that 20%? While as Mr. Game & Watch gets the same amount of hits sometimes, maybe going for a down throw, I mean up air, and even though he doesn't do as a lot of damage, he does do more damage than Sheik sometimes. That being said, regardless of that, right here we see that Rocks is actually trying his heart out to take care of Mr. Game & Watch stock being controlled by Maister as soon as he can. Right there, exactly that. I think that's exactly why he took Maister over to small battlefield, because that up smash connects with the tipper hitbox in an excellent form. In you know, that hitbox is quite big, so you know, even being misplaced within that platform, you could even get it.
Yeah, and now Maister going for those upper smashes also. He doesn't have that range from like Sheik, like we seen, like you said, but he also had a lot of invulnerability frames, so trying to make that challenge, like you're gonna press buttons, I'm gonna go with my my invincible move, but now with a lot of pressure, now Rocks trying to get that stuff. Like we said, the damage out from Sheik also a little bit lacking. I mean, she has the speed, she has the power, a lot of combos, but a lot of struggle getting that big, fat, strong hit, not gonna connect yet. But we have the needles charge. We saw a lot of good use of the needles because she can combo onto the bouncing fish, one of the strongest moves she has to take stocks, but the chair is gonna be enough from one corner to the next. Maister getting again a little bit ahead of this game.
Sit down and be humble is exactly what Maister told Rocks right here, because the advantage that Rocks was having was getting a bit out of hand, and there we go, finally being able to take care of that stock with the backer. Even though, you know, that backer doesn't have like the best kill power ever, you know, Maister was already in a lot of percent, a lot of percent, and you know, Mr. Game & Watch is like the lightest, is one of the lighter characters of the cast. So right here, we're going back towards a ledge situation where everybody knows that Maister does not feel uncomfortable at all. You know, the ledge is his best friend on a lot of occasions, and we've seen it previously within the game that he played, and that he was within the ledge, and he would just simply, you know, rinse and repeat. Okay, you know what? I jump off a ledge, I touch the ground, I do a fair, I fade back and go back there. That's what he does in order to stall a bit of time, and he can like actually do that because of how Mr. Game & Watch is built, because that up B is invincible. We can't really punish him off of it.
Yeah, a lot of I mean, these are really straightforward up B, you know, like you go up and that's it. But the speed and the invulnerability frames make a really hard punish. A lot of characters can't really punish him. It's really fast, really strong. And now the downer with that Keyblade wielder, also like Sora, the Game & Watch going for the pressure off stage. That bombs are gonna be careful. Good reaction from Rocks, staying with the shield up to prevent that thing now with the neutral B. A little bit of juggles there. We don't have a jump now. Rocks going for the stage to have all the mobility options back again. Maister with the trying to fish that aggression for Rocks. Not gonna be enough. Dash attack still a little bit lacking in power. Like we said, one of the lightest characters was still having a lot of trouble. Sheik getting that stock yet again. That's gonna be careful. Now again, the dash attack, good punishes from Rocks, but still not getting that hit strong, but not gonna respect that bomb. Almost getting it again from the corner to corner. Going for the low recovery. We're gonna be careful because the key is gonna hit, and that's gonna connect, and Maister yet again with another big lead.
Right here, we're starting within this moment. As you can see, we've seen that Rocks doesn't really use that up B lightly anymore. Why? Because Maister punished him last time for it, and that is actually what cost him the game. So he's thinking twice about using up Bs in like normal situations in which you know he leaves himself vulnerable to be punished off of it. Maybe not right now, but later on within the game. Right, we're seeing right here, back here, not quite enough to take care of the stock right now, but the fact that Maister constantly throws out a hitbox that trades with Sheik is very, very good for him, because within this matchup, this is something that you have to be looking for. You have to be looking for those trades, and you have to be looking for the way in which you can actually take care of Sheik and rack up the damage, because the trades will always benefit you. Consistently, they will always benefit you.
Yeah, exactly. Now with the stun lead, and the dash attack is still not gonna be quite enough. Almost at 200%, and Sheik having a lot of trouble getting that hit. Now the upper catching Rocks. We gotta be careful. Those uppers look really friendly, but they are really not. But not again. the dash attack. Now Rox has one of the strongest options, the up B, but yeah, like we said, that bucket's not gonna be so friendly to use it. Maister going for the low recovery, really great reaction for Rox, also not trying to do anything in the dash attack.
Oh my
it's still
God.
not enough. How much percentage that we need to kill Maister today? 200 apparently.
Dude, apparently 200, bro. That's more than you would need to take care of KO any other character. But it's just that the fact that Sheik struggles sometimes to find the accurate condition in order to take that stock is something that a lot of people are constantly being aware, right? And specifically with Mr. Game & Watch, you can just constantly throw out all of these hitboxes, throw out a lot of moves that condition you and make you think that, you know, think twice about your approach. And that's exactly what's going on right here. Rox is just looking for that approach option that he needs. And regardless, you know, Maister just has a lot of options, a lot of conditions that he has in order to simply say, you know what, no, I'm not gonna let you do anything. I can recover low, I can recover high, and guess what? You're not gonna be able to do anything about it because of the hitboxes that I threw out.
Yeah, especially I like those combos. I mean, Rox being optimizing all those combos perfectly, but yeah, again, Maister, like you said, a lot of hitboxes. He only needs really one hit for him to end. Sheik also really light character, but look at Rox playing really good, really defensive. Maister fishing for that aggression, trying to make that comeback. Here Rox now jab 2, not gonna rock the multi-jab because it's gonna be a big punish. Really smart for him, and that's gonna be the sweet spot. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. What a great catch for him, and now we have a lot of trolls killing at 200%, but now we're killing super early. Rox making a statement here that, yeah, it's not about the character, it's about me. How strongly can I defeat you?
And I was just about to mention something, Ozzy. There were like 14 seconds left on the clock. There were 14 seconds left on the clock. All Maister had to do was just play. Yeah. You see, the thing is, all Maister had to do was just play around the clock. You know, just stall out that time that he's known to be able to do. That's all he had to do. But he placed himself within a difficult situation, recovering high, and that's when Rox was able to capitalize off of it. Like Maister last time with the oil panic, Rox knew what he had to do, and he was able to take it below 100%. All the people that say that Sheik can't really take stocks, that's a lie. Sheik can take stocks. Sometimes she just struggles to get those conditions.
Yeah, that's gonna be super good momentum for him, you know, throwing with a lot of getting stock early and now getting super early, have a lot of momentum. Now we're tied up on the scoreboard 1-1. Still could be everybody's game, and you know, Rox being training so hard. He's been grinding a lot of this game, and you know, taking it to Maister, one of the best players in the world to make it to top 8 on the winner side. That's gonna be a big win for him. And look at that, I also been catching up that Rox being so good on chasing Maister on those up Bs with the upper. I mean, really good recovery for Game & Watch, but with the speed of Sheik, he can react to catch him all the way up there.
Now we're seeing exactly that. Smashville, you know, Smashville a good stage, right? Of course, for Mr. Game & Watch specifically because of the combos that you can do with everything right there. The first time that I've ever seen that upbeat trades with something. That is the first time that I've ever seen that upbeat trades with something, and it's with a grab of all things. So good work right there. As we're seeing right here, of course, Rox got the short end of the stick in that interaction, but we're seeing right here 173% getting. Oh my, not again, not again. Also, we're seeing that the oil panic is slowly but surely starting to fill up once more, and you have to be aware of that. It traded with the up smash, you know, with the no way he went fishing for that KO.
Yeah, so aggressive, so smart for Maister, going so deep against Sheik, and yeah, that oil panic already at 2 stocks, 2 bars from that stockpile. That's gonna be a really harsh punish. Now Maister with a great read on their recovery, now trying to fish for that air dodge. He getting a lot of damage from that interaction. The dash attack trying to the bouncing fish, that's gonna be enough. Not quite yet, but a great catch for also Rox. I mean, it's really hard sometimes to catch a Game & Watch with the downer, with that keyblade, but not for Rox. Making a great use of the mobility, of the speed from Sheik, and that's good connection. No, great DI from Maister away, taking that conversion from Rox away, and now Rox having a lot of trouble getting that KO. Now we're slowly building again those crazy high percentage from Maister. Now with the low recovery going super safe. No, the 2-frame, that's gonna be enough. Rox playing out of his mind, but yet again a little bit of advantage from Maister now on the second stock.
finally being able to actually capitalize off of it. You know, he's been doing that very consistently throughout the set, not being able to get the timing correctly, but the time that he does, he's able to take the stock. So good work from there. Rocks finally being able to close out that situation where he knows that he's in a deficit, you know, he's in a deficit and he's struggling right here. And this is exactly why, because Maister is simply just throwing everything out. Once again, the oil panic is already on point. Miss input right there with the side B. At least that's what I think that's the case. And just simply fishing over there for the hitbox above the stage. And now we're going into the last stock. Maister has two, OC. Maister has two stocks and an oil panic with Rox's name on it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be harsh because like we saw first game, one interaction, that's all Maister needs. That bucket goes super strong, super fast, and with a lot of momentum, that's gonna be enough. Not quite. Maister going for that combo, that could be it. Great reaction for Rox, going for the up for the oil panic. Had a lot of vertical, horizontal coverage, but not quite the vertical movement. Now a lot of the food from the chef, but that's gonna be enough. The challenge, I mean, I like the idea, trying to challenge the speed from Sheik to take damage, to take control, trying to stop maybe the bucket, but the bucket simply is just too fast to react. That's going to be a great second game for Maister, 2-stock lead, and now we're going for the fourth game. Now Maister has a point. I mean, he's away only one game to keep advancing on the winner sides on this big tournament today in Smash Factor 9.
Maister really needs to think where he wants to go in regards to Rox's counter pick, because we saw that whenever Rox had his counter pick, the game went his way, right? With that up smash right there, that he was able to, you know, take away from the Stains of Time right there with the timer that was just on its way to give Maister the victory. And now we're seeing that this is exactly what he needs to do. He needs to plan his counterplay accordingly, and, you know, decide whether he wants to take a risk of maybe letting Rox go to the stage that he wants, knowing that it could benefit him as well, or just simply just take that away.
Yeah, especially being like we said, I mean, the up B is a key movement for every character in the game. It's your recovery, but with the bucket in there, like, you have to recover really smartly. And now we're gonna go to town and see a little bit of volume here with those platforms so up there. Maybe Rox trying to get a little bit of space against Game & Watch from his pressure, because a lot of blasts from the platforms can take a lot of pressure, even if you're below those platforms. So yeah, maybe Rox trying to get that. Oh, that could be it. No, not quite enough. That's super scary, especially on the side of Town and City, going super deep with the bouncing fish. Not gonna quite, and that's gonna be enough. Yeah, that's gonna be enough.
Yeah, that's it. Sheik, you know, getting, not a lot of characters can live, you know, the berry into the forward smash, but, you know, Maister obviously with it being positioned within the ledge and just catching completely off guard. That down smash was not the first time that it was used, but it was the first time that he caught him like that. And now we're going straight into the second stock. Not even a minute has passed, OC, and now we're seeing exactly this. This is why Maister is known to elevate his momentum into an astronomical level. Whenever he has momentum, it's very difficult for him to, you know, like, slow down the tempo and let you out of his game plan. He knows that most of the times, whenever he's in the lead, they have to approach him, and that's what he atones to. That's what he goes to, and he says, you know what? If I'm in the lead, you have to approach me.
Yeah, especially now with a big lead, almost catching up on percentage, but still that up smash, really interesting idea for Rox, trying to catch the landing yet again. Not quite gonna be enough. And Maister, yeah, like you said, really good defensively. I mean, you have the lead. He has to, Rox has to approach him, like you said, and now going all the way down, taking a lot of momentum off of Rox with the slow gameplay. Yeah, just running with shield, you know, like, yeah, he's trying to fish for that aggressive option from Rox and just punish it. Now Rox with the backer, that's gonna be enough. Not quite, but good punish, good catch for him, making Maister a little good pressure. The needle's not gonna be enough. The angle a little bit high there. The chair really fast and really a strong option. Amazing tech for Rox, amazing defensive option, but not gonna be enough yet again. Off stage now.
Okay.
Oh,
do you see that recovery?
Yeah, interesting movement. Going for the platform.
Yeah, just every single time saying, okay, maybe I'm going to the stage. Nope. All right, going back right there, using the platforms as a very smart option to maybe disrupt like Maister's tempo, and that's exactly what we were mentioning. Yeah, just catching that upbeat, just simply saying like, okay, maybe sometimes within top level play, the good option is the unexpected one, and that was one very unexpected option, and that we're seeing exactly why. Here we go with the fair train, and just 70% from Rox's interaction right there. Well, he is getting very, very lucky, I do have to say. Either that spacing is insane, or just simply the fact that it's clashing is just out of its mind.
Yeah, that grenade also maybe a misinput, because now have a lot of momentum. The bouncing fish, no, trying to get that defensive option from Maister. I mean, he's been challenging a lot about those up smashes, like we said, being super lucky, not trading, not losing from those interactions. Yet again with the first, now gonna catch him up all the way up there with the key, and that's gonna be really harsh yet again. Now the momentum from Maister is being really high. We're on the last stock from Rox, probably his last stock on the winner side. He needs to make a great comeback from the 2-stock lead from Maister with a crouch in. That's actually a really smart move, The hitbox goes super low. A lot of areas that Game & Watch is really known for doesn't connect as much. So I like the idea from Rox now making it work, like not receiving a lot of damage, getting fast back to the game with the damage, and that's gonna be so careful again. Not like this Dio, like we said, the oil panic is on deck super fast, and that's gonna be the conversion for the jab, and a solid 3-1 from Maister. A lot of pressure out of him with the bucket. I mean, what can you do if your recovery is one of the ways that you give your opponent one of the strongest tools that he can use?
3 for 3, OC. Yep. 3 for 3. 3 games that he had, 3 games that he took with Oil Panic. It's just insane, man. It's just insane. The fact that you try to get back on stage, and that's already giving your opponent his win condition. That speaks lengths of the strength that Mr. Game & Watch has. And, Maister playing super according to it. Yeah. And I really love the fact that, he's able to capitalize off of it. And now we're seeing exactly why, Rock's looking for his victory right there. He can't seem to fight it because Maister is already taking it up to top 8.
Yeah, now Maister showing us again why he is one of the best players in the world, not just here in Mexico, not just here in Latin America, of the world. He's been traveling also all over the place. And now he's showing it. He deserves being on the top 8 on the winner's side. Rox, yet again, we're going to see him on the lower bracket, on the loser's side later today. But now we have an international match today, Dio. One of the first international match that we are going to see here on the big stage. We have Gluttony versus Goblin. Wow, Gluttony also one of the best players in the world.